My name is Adesunmbo Adeoye, and I'm the CEO and founder of ESOP Conglomerate.
Kehinde Olomojobi. I currently work as a treasurer of Greenwich Merchant Bank. I've known Mrs. Sumbo Adeoye for over 5-6 years, and it's been a pleasure knowing her. Part of the things that she's done for me is the fact that she's been able to organize, she's become a member of the family, first and foremost, and then more importantly, she's been able to organize different kinds of events.
2021 has been a very significant year for us at ESOP Events. We turned 10, glory be to God. I mean, reminiscing over the last 10 years, I can say starting up was very, very interesting. I remember that January when I wrote my resignation letter and decided to put behind me over a decade of active service in the banking industry.
I met Sumbo 17 years ago. We worked together in a bank, and she was quite young then, I remember. But there was something really special about her. She was such a God-loving, God-fearing, passionate and happy person. And from the moment I met her, I remember I used to tell her, Sumbo, there's greatness in you, because she always had that X factor. Everything she did, she was a young colleague then, everything she did, she would put a bit of razzmatazz. You tell somebody to do PowerPoint presentation, she's going to put out the lights, and she was just different. She put her heart into everything she did. She had quite a very daunting vision of what she wanted to be and do.
I remember typing out that resignation letter and sending it to HR. Then I had peace in my heart to follow something that I've always been very passionate about. I remember sharing these dreams with my friends and colleagues, and everyone was really excited for me. But then I didn't really know how the journey was going to be like. Thank God for pioneers like Funke Bokno, who had started ahead of me. I was able to draw strength and draw inspiration.
So when she said, sis me, I want to go into, I can't remember what they called it those days. I think it was event planning. She said, I want to go into event planning, management. It just felt like home for me, thinking of her strengths, her skills, her passion, and how creative she was. I mean, so I encouraged her every step of the way.
Starting off, I didn't realize that what I was doing was charity as opposed to doing business until I became a Goldman Sachs scholar under EDC, and I went for certification in entrepreneurial management in order for me to understand what it is like to run a business, or should I say a thriving business in Nigeria. Our very first event at ESOP Event was my son's 5th year birthday party. I mean, I'd been advertising and letting people know what I was capable of doing, but you know, events is services. It's not a product that someone can touch, taste or sample. It's something you must experience. So I had to create my own event. It was my son's 50th birthday, and I asked him, I said, Nino, what would you like to have on your birthday? He started to paint the picture of the kind of day he would love to have, and I asked him, what's your favorite cartoon character? He said, Barney, mommy. And I said, how would you feel if Barney comes to class? He was so excited, and I decided that I was going to put up a Y+1 classroom party for him. And that was the beginning of our success story. At the end of that experience, everyone in his class wanted Nino's kind of party. And the good part was that I already put into their goodie bag our contact details. And for every month, we were booking class parties. The good part is the pictures from Nino's class party was displayed all over social media. And even those who were not in that class or who were not parents of children from that class wanted that experience for their children. The good part was that I had colleagues who had busy schedule and also would want that type of experience for their children. And of course, someone they could trust to capture it and send to them.
When she started this events, Sumbo started very organically. She would do your child's birthday party, even in school. It was one of their birthdays in their school, and it was the normal thing of, but I just thought, well, I can't stress myself. I have an aburo doing the event. So I told Sumbo, it's Jerry's birthday. I think it was JJ. It's Jerry's birthday. I think it was 27, you know. So it wasn't a milestone. Just do something, you know. And Sumbo came to their school. In fact, they've not forgotten Sumbo or Aesop and my children's birthday parties in those schools.
And I would like to thank Mrs. Foke, who also gave me an opportunity to plan our son's class parties. These were learning curves for me. These were the first few events that I booked and was able to understand what it is like to be an events planner.
One thing I know about Sumbo, beyond her being a phenomenal banker when she was in banking, that's when I had a stint with her in a particular bank, a particular commercial bank, where she was a junior colleague. Excellence. Apart from excellence, she has integrity. She's able to work within your budget. She has a way of using her amiable, you know, disposition to get you to understand what would work for your party. You know, when you're planning a party, you have your own idea of what you want to have for your party. She would sit down with you and, you know, discuss with you nitty-gritty of your party, from my son's soccer party to a surprise party for my husband, for my departmental Christmas party at work, my sister's wedding, my father-in-law's 80th birthday, you know, and now she's planning my husband's 50th birthday.
And for my very first event, the one we booked fully at Adesunmbo, I really can't remember. Let me just check our Facebook page and see if the pictures will tell the story. Yes, I think the very first one we did, it was a wedding between a couple who came from overseas. And I mean, the bride had already planned everything she wanted. She picked all her vendors, but they needed a Nigerian on standby who can coordinate everything they had planned. So my colleague, who happens to be my supervisor at the contact center in FCMB, Vivian, recommended me. And I got to coordinate that wedding to ensure that all the vendors deliver on promise. And that was the very first experience that I had with a large, should I say elaborate wedding, because this also exposed me to quality professional vendors.
So the same vendor that Sumbo has used for my son's party, my father-in-law's 80th, my sister's wedding, my husband's surprise party, the office party, are the same people. It speaks to one thing: people management. It speaks to her ability to galvanize people and bring out the strengths in them. Again, one thing about Sumbo is the fact that she will not steal your money. I had a particular event, we used a big hotel here in Lagos on the island. At the end of the event, they refunded the cost of the venue. Guess what? I got a call on Monday morning and Sumbo said, "Auntie, let me have your account number." And I was like, "No, I'm the one owing you for your professional service." No, I said no. The hotel gave her back the money. How many vendors will do that? What it means was she went back to negotiate on our behalf and she got that refund, and it was in excess of hundreds of thousands of naira. I got that money back.
Jokingly, people will say I pay attention to details, and I'm very, very detailed person. I mean, I think God gave me eyes specifically for this job, because there are certain things that I pay attention to and I ensure that these things are done. And my team have come to realize that that's the kind of person that I am. And together, we ensure that the dream events of all our clients are brought to reality.
So I can trust her with things like she's going to get me a decent MC, a good video man, a good cameraman, everything, decoration. I could just leave everything into her hands. And the other thing that I think is exceptional about Aesop is that they go beyond your brief. So I remember that 50th birthday was just post-COVID, and I said, "Small, we're going to do something very small. We're just going to use a hotel." And she said, "Sis, there's no small 50th birthday." She actually blew that birthday out of proportion, like used maybe doubled or more my budget, but I was grateful and thankful at the end of the day because it was good value. So sometimes she doesn't just limit herself to your vision. She also has her own vision, which most times is Sumbo likes big things. So her vision is always going to take whatever you want to do a notch or too higher. And I think we all need that particular planner telling us, go for it, do something great. I think you need that person who, no matter how little what you want to do is, this person has the X factor to make it into a party everybody's talking about.
Work it out, girl. Thank God for the head of our department at Service Quality, Ms. Wande Alao, who also asked me to come and plan our interior decor company. She was just opening the patios and caves interiors, and I just want to thank God for surrounding me with quality people who took a chance with me and believed in me even when I was trying to find my feet in the events business. Thank you so much to everyone who called me to come and plan, style, and coordinate their events. I mean, these are the people that makes ESOP event what we are today, or what we have grown to be. And from that point, ESOP has climbed a whole new ladder to not just coordinating class parties, but to 7 high-networked individuals, government parastatals, state governments, couples from the diaspora, loads and loads of high-networked individuals. I just want to thank God because we've done weddings, birthdays, exhibitions, luncheon, inaugurations, national summit forums, and all kinds of corporate, social, from intimate setup to elaborate parties. God has helped us produce Wow+1 event experiences, and our clients keep coming back. I just want to bless God for where He's taking ESOP, and I know that the sky is just the very beginning.
Appreciation to Pastor who lets her flourish. He's a good man. He's my brother as well. So being a leader spiritually, career-wise, professionally, grooming women to do business, grooming women and young people to pick up the pieces of their life, no matter where the time meets them, and make a success of it. I think her life itself is a testimony. And I think she doesn't need to speak before you see the greatness of God in her. So Sumbo, I love you. Happy birthday. Your going here, clapping as always, cheering you on. And I'll be here as you continue to break boundaries and do great things. I join Pastor and the boys and Sparkle to say congratulations.
Hooray, it's 10 years, and ESOP, you've done very well. I want to wish you greater heights, greater strides, higher milestones to accomplish in the marketplace, and more importantly, I wish that you become top of mind for every client in Nigeria seeking to have excellent event planning done for them. And to you, Sumbo, I want to wish you God's best. I want to wish you happiness, joy, peace in various folds and multitudes, and more importantly, an enlargement of your coast to the extent that people will indeed see and call you blessed. All the best.
As we continue to deliver excellence, trusting God for witty wisdom and creativity, I pledge, as the CEO and founder of ESOP Events, to continue to remain passionate and a remarkable driven leader to ensure that all our clients, all individuals, all organizations' dream events are brought to reality. So help me God.